コナン、イタチ、キサメ、サソリ、デイダラ、カクズ、ヒダン、オロチマ、そしてゼツ。暁は集った。
What's up guys, in this video we're going to talk about one of the most legendary organizations in Naruto, the Akatsuki. More specifically, I will be ranking the strongest members of this organization. Right away, I want to say that this ranking is subjective, however, I will try to justify each position as objectively as possible, based on power scaling, chakra reserves and unique abilities. So, I wish you an enjoyable watch. Let's go! The 15th spot goes to Juga. Yes, I should clarify right away. This ranking includes all Akatsuki members revealed by the story, including Sasuke's team as well. Even though they weren't part of Akatsuki for long, they were still officially members. Juga belongs to a rare clan whose members naturally absorb nature energy senjutsu without any training. Because of this, he often loses control and goes into violent rampages, attacking everyone around him. The key point is that Juga never learned to control nature energy like Naruto or Kabuto. He simply cannot control it, and his body mutates on its own, increasing his speed, strength, and regeneration. Overall, Juga is quite strong and fast, especially when he enters his berserk state. However, it's also worth noting that he can be extremely useful in battle by sharing his DNA. This was shown during the fight against Killer Bee when Sasuke's chest was pierced, and later when Juga shared his senjutsu with Sasuke during the fight against Obito, the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki. His main weakness is the lack of control over his body and behavior. When he loses focus, he doesn't think about strategy or chakra management. In fact, he doesn't think at all. Because of this, all the shinobi ranked above him would be able to defeat him without too much difficulty. Interesting fact, Juga does not have Orochimaru's course mark. He is the original source of this power. Based on Juga DNA and enzymes, Orochimaru created the course mark and certificately implanted into other shinobi. 14th place goes to Zetsu. Zetsu is not a normal shinobi and not even fully human. He consists of two separate entities. Black Zetsu, created by Kaguya Otsutsuki, he is literally her will, a living manifestation, and tall. White Zetsu, created from humans who were captured by the God Tree. Their bodies mutated under the influence of chakra. They possess Hashirama cells. Now let's talk about their abilities. Black Zetsu is not really a fighter. He doesn't have specific combat techniques. He is essentially a mass of Kaguya's chakra with a very high intelligence. And by the way, very high speed as well. Even Minato failed to hit him with a Rasengan. White Zetsu, on the other hand, has regeneration, the ability to merge with nature, and a weakened version of wood style. Their biggest strength is strategy and manipulation during battle. In the Akatsuki, they appear as two personalities within one body, but in reality they are two completely separate beings. Their main weakness is direct combat. They don't have powerful offensive techniques, and on their own, without someone else's support, they are not that strong. They definitely cannot compete with the high-ranked members on this list. I actually have a separate video explaining that Zetsu really is, where I break them down in much more detail. Make sure to check it out. It turned out to be a really interesting video. 13th place goes to Karin. First of all, Karin is not a frontline fighter, she is a sensor-type ninja. She joined Sasuke's team because of her incredible sensory abilities, and honestly, I would have placed her at 15th if not for one thing. When it comes to Sasuke's life being in danger, she can go all out. However, we really saw this once, so it's hard to fully scale her. Still, what she showed was enough to put her at 13th place. She awakened the Uzumaki clan chakra chains and even managed to restrain Spiral Zetsu while he was using the 1000-armed true form. And it's worth remembering, no one else there was able to stop him. Karin is from the Uzumaki clan, which means she has very strong life force and exceptional regeneration, both for herself and for others. Like most Uzumaki, she also has large chakra reserves. Unlike Juga, she has composure and control. Unlike Zetsu, she has explosive offensive power. So in my personal opinion, she's stronger than both of them. Not smarter, not faster, just stronger. 12. Hidan. Hidan is a shinobi who became immortal. However, this is a controversial point. In both the anime and manga, we saw that he does not die from physical injuries, but no one even stated that he can die from hunger or thirst, for example, or from Amaterasu. Overall, Hidan is a very strong shinobi with an extremely dangerous ability that allows him to kill others using their blood. Here is how it works. If he wounds someone and links even a single drop of their blood, he can inflict damage on himself, and that damage will transfer directly to his opponent. The difference is, Hidan survives, his opponent does not. He also possesses solid physical strength and speed. His weak point is his mind. He isn't stupid, but he is not particularly strategic either. However, he is insane, which makes him unpredictable. We shouldn't forget that Shikamaru only managed to defeat him because he had prior information and time to prepare a strategy. Let's be honest, if Pain hadn't called Hidan and Kakuzu way back then, Shikamaru probably wouldn't have survived. There is a big difference between knowing your opponent's abilities in advance and having to improvise in a real fight. In my opinion, Hidan would easily defeat everyone ranked below him in a direct battle using his secret ability. 11th, Suigetsu. Suigetsu is probably one of the most controversial members on this list. He often seems relaxed and careless, but at the same time, he could easily overpower someone like Juga, and he even managed to stall Killer Bee in his full 8 tails form. His unique ability allows him to liquefy his body, making him practically immune to physical attacks, such as punches. However, his weakness lies in elemental techniques, especially lighting style, since water conducts electricity, a strong lighting-based attack can take him down. Another weakness is environmental conditions. If he doesn't have access to enough water, he loses strength. He has decent intelligence, strong sword skills, and good physical strength. Thanks to his ability, he can even pass through certain objects. And let me know in the comments, is this his natural ability or the result of Orochimaru's experiments? I have searched for information but couldn't find a clear answer. Overall, Suigetsu could easily defeat everyone ranked below him. For example, he could simply drown or suffocate someone like Juga, and Hidan wouldn't be able to do much against him either. I think it's obvious why. At this point, I realized the video was going to be pretty long, so I decided to split it into 3 parts. Thank you for watching part 1, covering places 15 through 10. Stay tuned, the next video is coming very soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. See you soon.